Everyone, in today's video we are going to talk about primitive and composite data types. So we have three primitive data types which are numbers, strings and booleans, and we have two composite data types which are arrays and objects. So first we will talk about numbers data type. So let's see how we can create numbers data type. So to create numbers, as I have already explained in my previous video that how we can create variable in DataWeave. So to create a variable of type number, we just need to write a var keyword and the name of the variable. So I'm writing the name of the variable as n1 and I'm assigning some decimal value to it. So that is 12. So that's how we can create a number data type, or I can say a variable of type number. If I write this variable in the body of this script, then you can see I can access the value that is 12. Okay, now the next question is how we can verify that if this variable n1 is of type number. So to do that, we have one predefined function that is typeOf. If we pass this n1 variable inside this type of function, then it will tell us the type of this variable. So you can see the type of this n1 variable is number. So now you know how you can create number number variable, or you can say number data type. Likewise, if I write n where n2 n assign one value 12.34, this is floating point values, and this floating point value also comes under number data type in mule. So if I write n2, then you can see the type of n2 is also number. So that's how we can create number type of variables. Now the next question is how we can create strings. To create strings, before creating this string, first let's understand what is a string. So basically strings are defined between quotes. So if you write anything between double quotes or single quotes, it will be treated as a string. So let me show it with an example. If create one variable of type s1 and assign value to it, that I have assigned mule value to s1 variable. So now I have created one variable s1 of type string. So to identify the type or to check the type of this s1, we can repeat the same process by passing this s1 to type of function. So you can see the type of s1 is also string. Likewise, if I create another variable s2, and this time I'm creating the string by passing by wrapping it inside single quotes. So I have created another string that is s2. If I write it here s2, then you can see I have created a string. Now to check the type of this variable, we can use this function that is typeOf. So O is capital type of, so you can see the type of s2 is also a string. Now let's move to the third primitive data type, that is boolean. So the boolean type only has two values. So the boolean, if a variable is of type boolean, then it can have true or false. So in booleans there are only true values, two values, one is true, second is false. Okay, so let's understand this also with the help of an example. So if I create one variable b1 and assign it a value that is true, so now I have created a variable that is b1. So if I write it like this, then you can see the value of b1 is true, that got printed. Now to identify the type or check the type of this b1, we can pass this b1 as an argument to type of function. So you can see the type of this b1 is boolean. So likewise you can check for false also. Now let's move to the composite data type. So first we will talk about this, like what is object. So basically object, to create object we just need to write curly braces. We just need to write two curly braces like this, then it is an object. So basically objects are series of key value mappings where the value can be of any type. So this is an object. So we have written key value pairs inside these curly braces. So this one is key and the value is this array containing one element, that is one. Likewise 2 is key. So key value pairs are separated by colon and 2. So this is one key value pair. So after key value pair, if we have more than one key value pair inside an object and we add this comma, then we write second key value pair. So we have another key that is 2 and separated by colon we have another value that is 2. It is string, right? So for the third key, that is the name of the key is 3 and the value of this key is an object. So that's how we create an object. So let me take it. If I copy this and move to DataWeave playground, then you can see I am creating one variable that is obj, and what I'm doing, I'm just assigning an object to this variable. So what we have done, basically I have created a variable with name obj that is containing or storing this object. So if I print, or sorry, control Z, if I print this variable obj, then you can see the value of this obj variable got printed here. Okay, now the question is how we can check the type of this obj. So same thing, type of function we can use. So you can see the type of obj is also an object, or if I remove it, then you can see we have a object. Let me write it. Okay, so if I write obj, then you can see object got printed. Even if I remove this key, then you can see we have an object with one key value pair, that is key is 2 and the value is 2. Okay, so that's how we can create composite data type or composite type of variable. Now, I mean, you know that obj is of type an object. So basically, this obj is of type composite data type. Likewise, if I, what is now next is array. So what is an array? So arrays are an ordered series of values where the values can be of different type. So basically, in arrays are collection of different type of data elements where where the elements are ordered. So to create array we use square brackets. So let's move to DataWeave playground. So to create array, what you need to do, you just need to write square brackets, and inside square brackets we can pass elements. So I have created an array where I have passed, even like if I write this array here, if I cut it, so basically I have created an array, so that got printed here, right? Even if I want to check the type of this, so you can see if I pass this directly to type of, then it will tell us the type of this data. So the type of this data is an array. Okay, so that's how I could have also explained this topic to you, but I chose to explain with the help of variable. So now I'm also creating one variable AR1 that will store our array that I have created. If I paste it here, then you can see we have created one variable AR1 that is storing an array. So now I can say the AR1 is of type array. If I print this AR1, then this array will get printed here. And if I check the type of, then you can see the type of AR1 will also be an array. So that's how you can create a you can create a different type of data in DataWeave. So what we have seen, like how we can create numbers, how we can create arrays, how we can create Boolean and object and arrays. So I hope now it is clear to you, like how we can create array in DataWeave, how we can create an object. So to create an object, we use these curly braces. Inside curly braces, we pass key value pair. So that's these square brackets are used to define or create arrays. And now you know how to create a string. Anything you write inside double quotes or single quotes is called string. So booleans contain two values, true or false. Likewise, we know that numbers can contain decimal and floating point value. So I hope everything I have covered everything in this video. I hope it will be helpful for you and it will make you understand these uh, uh s- simple topics. So we'll see you in next video. Till then, bye bye.